What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with our Russian imperialistic campaign. In the last episode, we obviously had a little bit of trouble while we were conquering bits of Bohemia, and we were about to win that war. We obviously were successful because we took over a lot of new territory for the Teutonic Order. Unfortunately, the Ottomans seized the moment and attacked us, and I was absolutely not going to win. So unfortunately, what we did is we not only did we basically give them back territories, but basically what happened is they already had claims on a lot of these territories. So they took so much land. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my goodness. They took at least 20 provinces, and that makes me so upset. However, we are going to try everything in our power to reclaim those, and almost immediately, I'm actually going to remove this diplomat. And in 35 days, we're going to go ahead and declare war on Persia, and we are also going to declare war on Scandinavia. In the meantime, we do have some, some loans that we do need to pay off, but the rest of our troops are going to gear up for a battle and try to, one, conquer more territories for Norway, but also secure our foothold here inside Scandinavia as well. So we're sending up a lot of our troops, and I feel like we need more troops as well. I don't know exactly how many units. Royal marriages from Austria. Are they my ally? Yes, they are. Do I want them as my ally? I guess. So I'll give them the 2 royal marriages. And we've got our diplomat, so I'm going to immediately begin the annexation of Hungary, or I could wait and try to return a bunch of land. I think our best option is to actually wait, because I could really get all of those provinces back for substantially cheaper. So I think that's what I will do. Also, in the meantime, we have a lot of money, but we don't necessarily have... Has the Enlightenment spread? Ooh! We could actually take another loan. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up a lot of universities with the hopes that we can spawn the Enlightenment. I have no idea how this is going to work. But basically, we're going to be building up a lot of the development in these regions. And yes, I understand that we aren't necessarily getting the best bang for our buck here. But if I could somehow spawn the Enlightenment myself, I would not have to worry about doing any embracement. So that's what I want to try to have happen. And let's do one more loan. If I don't spawn the Enlightenment, I am going to be incredibly upset. But this should happen. So let's just continue building up universities just all over, obviously near St. Petersburg, our capital. And I think we're good for now. We are literally building, I would like to say, around 20 or 25 universities. Let's go ahead, bring our army maintenance up just a tad bit. Surprisingly enough, we're still making a lot of money. So like I said, my number 1 priority, obviously, to take Persia. I want to begin an annexation of Hungary sometime soon. But not only are we going to need money to pay off our loans, we are also going to need money to do the embracement of the manufactories, which is literally going to be ridiculously expensive. Let's slide our troops on over, give you a leader. And I'm really hoping all of these universities should spawn before the 1700 period. And so that means we should be able to capture the Enlightenment. Can we declare war? No, because we need a casus belli. So unfortunately, had we have had level 21 technology, or maybe it's 23, I think it's actually right here, we would be able to finally have the ability to just declare war outright. And you get this thing called the Imperialism casus belli, and that is primarily what we're aiming for. So it's going to be a while, so we might as well, unfortunately, save a lot of our army maintenance for now. And yeah, we are gearing up for another war. My primary goal is probably to take Stockholm. I might even try to go ahead and looking at our trade map mode. I would like to take a lot more provinces around the Baltic. And the idea is maybe making my home trade node here inside the Baltic Sea rather than Novgorod. But it looks like our vassal is going to be our #1 opponent, so I don't know if that's really our best option either. A lot of our universities are building on up. We're getting closer and closer to 20 spy network. Let's begin improving relations. I don't want to improve relations with Spain. Let's improve relations with Tuscany, I guess. And another thing that I'm going to count on is by the time I declare war on the Ottomans again, I am willing to bet that Austria is going to come to our aid. Looking at Hungary real quick, they have 0% liberty desire, so I'm going to go upset them. I don't mind. I'm going to take Halixies. That's going to boost their liberty desire, but that's fine. And the idea is I now have 9 additional development. I will go to war with Cilicia in time, but I might as well whittle away at the might of the Hungarian Empire while I'm here. A lot of our universities are finally being constructed, and the entire idea is obviously to embrace the Enlightenment, or at least much quicker than before. Alright, so we should know in 6 months whether we get the Enlightenment. Also, once we get to about... Queen Maria has died. Once we get to roughly 15 or 16 spy network, I'm going to flip over a lot of my, army maintenance and try to get the morale back on up. How much is a particular loan? I have 7 loans, each worth about 1,600 coin. Can I milk my estates for any money? Yes, I can. And I will repay one of our very first loans, chipping away roughly 3 ducats every single month. Not too bad, but it could be a little bit better. Okay, next month we are eventually going to swing on up our army maintenance. I certainly don't mind. And we are about to declare war on Persia. And not only do I want to basically return a lot of provinces to Hungary, Austria wants our assistance. I do not... Are they... This is a defensive war. I am absolutely going to assist. But let's unmothball all of our forts. Let's drag down a variety of units for now. And I am going to accept on the 1st of January. Was not really expecting a war right now. So they can get in through this area, which makes me a little upset, but on the 1st of January, I'm going to accept. And we have the Enlightenment, and it looks like we actually have spawned the Enlightenment. So I am happy about that. If I haven't, I'm going to cry. So yes, we did spawn the Enlightenment, so the idea is we are going to get a lot of embracement very, very quickly. I probably should have built a few other, a few other universities out in the middle of nowhere, but I guess that's fine. Okay, so we are in a war with the Ottomans. We can easily annihilate them. And it looks like we're going to swing on down, try to reclaim Bessarabia. And you know what the worst part is? Yes, we're going to help out the Austrians, but I guarantee you we're not going to get any real resources. Should I go ahead and declare war on Persia? Probably. Let's go ahead, fabricate our claim on Kerman. They don't have any allies, so that's good. And let's go ahead and declare our war. You're going to go here, you are going to go there. We actually can do something like this now. And we're fighting inside the desert, so I do think we're going to win. And we now have a maximum amount of diplomatic power. That does not make me feel good at all. So what we're going to do is throw a little bit of diplomatic power into St. Petersburg. It's going to require 47. We'll do something like this. And there we go. We've used a little... Oh, the Ottomans have snuck through. So I do think I can obviously annihilate them very easily. Persia is going to get destroyed. My issue, though, is I don't want to chase them down. Military access from Spain, no thank you. We've gained some money. And now all we got to do is, like, spread out. And you are sieging from behind. We have occupied a province inside Persia. We're going to annihilate their last 100 units. And all we really need to do is force march ourselves onto some combat. And let's give you another leader. And it looks like we are now fighting the Ottomans. Hopefully we can arrive on time. On the 7th of May, we destroyed the Persians. We are now fighting the Ottomans. And I think we're going to win this fight. We have more discipline and morale. Unfortunately, we don't really have better tactics, but our most powerful leader is coming on in. And everything is going well and going according to plan. And now we need to renegotiate, or remaneuver a lot of our forces on down. And we're going to start sieging down their capital. We already have 3% war score, which is good. A lot of military access from a lot of places. Sure, why not? And like I said, obviously I want to declare war on the Ottomans, but I'm kind of upset that the Austrians declared war for us. Or actually, this is a defensive war. The Ottomans declared war on Vienna. And obviously, we should be able to take them down. Let's conquer Bessarabia. I feel like we're missing troops. But obviously, they're down in Persia. I don't see any green dots anywhere that I'm unfamiliar with. Yikes. I see the Ottomans are going to sneak on through again. It would be amazing if I had those forts from earlier. I hope I don't get attacked. 64% war score. I have been attacked. I need to... Oh my goodness. Even inside Bessarabia, we've been annihilated. So we are going to retreat all the way back to Moscow. We do have the units, so I'm not really all that upset. Persia has been conquered, so let's go ahead and take all of their land. Somebody is going to be upset. Just Persia and just the Ottomans. But now if I remove them completely, they no longer exist once we core these areas. And now it looks like the Ottomans have a lot more troops than we do. And so I don't like that. Is there anything I could do? I could try to maneuver a lot of our forces away. And then I could create more units. But then it would basically, we wouldn't have as much money, so I don't want that either. Man, they have a lot of units. I'm starting to wonder, is this the best place to fight? We still have more troops than they do, and I'm willing to bet that if I created roughly 28,000 more troops, I would still be making a lot of money. Land maintenance modifier as well. Let's actually switch to discipline. We're gonna not be making as much money, but we should be able to annihilate anyone and everything. So let's go ahead, create some additional troops. We are now gonna create roughly 3 divisions of 14. And so that way we are absolutely gonna wipe the floor here on this southern front against Bessarabia. And I'm hoping Hungary gets some provinces. I don't know if they will. So it looks like you are good. So you're going to go there, you are going to go there, and you are going to go there. This unit can go to Kursk. And it looks like there are additional Ottoman troops, which make me nervous. You're going to go to the north. And we are playing on a very, very slow speed. And I see these Ottoman troops here. I'm getting very, very nervous. Now, obviously, we have some troops ourselves. This is woods, woods, grasslands, grasslands. Let's have you go here. And you go into the woods. So that way, if we get attacked, we should be good to go. Alright, we're about to be attacked in the woods. I'm going to wait until they lock in. I am missing a lot of troops. I'm going to wait until they lock in, like I said. Alright, I hope we win this fight. We obviously have discipline. Do we have the icon? No, we have the icon of St. Climacus, which we do want as well. Do I want the icon of St. Michael? I do, but I can't even get that because I don't have 10 Patriarch Authority. So let's pray that this works out in our favor. The enemy's going to have a negative penalty, and we obviously have much better generals. I think we can win this fight, but I don't know for sure. And it looks like we were successful. All of these units are going to swing on up into the north. You're going to go here. And it looks like all of our cannons are going to be spawning as well. So you are going to go to this area, this division will go here, this division will go there, and you can go down to Poltava. And then immediately, once all of these troops are finally constructed, we will swing on down into Bessarabia. Right now, we're down to about 50,000 manpower, which makes me nervous. And we don't have any real castles to defend ourselves against the Ottomans on this front. You know, it'd be pretty great if I could somehow secure these borders. And now I obviously could build up some castles myself. I just don't really want to spend the money. We went from making about 70 gold a turn down to making about 9. And it looks like these 14 are complete. So you're going to swing down, you're going to swing down, you're going to go there, and you're going to go there. And the idea is basically to trap the Ottomans. And they're going to eventually turn around, hopefully. Alright, I've got some additional troops. I might neglect this side altogether. And so that means you're going to come here, and you're going to go there. Is it what I want to do? Not really, but that's the whole point. Playing more defensive and turtling where we can. We've renewed some loans. And we are still waiting for, surprisingly enough, 2 cannons that are being built in the same province. You are going to go to here, you are going to go to there, you're going to go to there, you are going to go to there, and you are going to go to there. So I'm willing to bet that we definitely can defeat the Ottomans wherever they decide to attack us. Which I'm guessing, can we all move? They're going to lock into here. We're all going to annihilate them. Well, that worked out great. Fighting from every single angle, we should be able to just destroy them. Unfortunately, flanking doesn't really have any real goals or bonuses in this game. Alright, sounds like a plan. Everybody will begin sieging down Bessarabia. And yes, we are going to lose some troops, but I am willing to make that sacrifice to secure the fort in Bessarabia, so then this side will be good to go. And then maybe swing on down into Constantinople. I see that we have some additional units, so I'll swing you on over, and we're waiting 60 days for Bryansk. I've got 1 missionary. Let's send you on over to Narum. I don't know where that is, but I suppose that's fine. How is the embracement of manufactories? So it's been about, of the Enlightenment. It's been about 51 years. And we still haven't really embraced manufactories, though we could do it right now. It's really not what I want to be a part of. Novgorod spawned the Enlightenment, so obviously it is going to tick around. I'm surprised that Vyborg here, we did not build a university in Vyborg. That's odd. Well, if we look at Abo, even though there is a university, it says it's going to be about 15 years until we actually do a manual embrace, not a manual, but basically it automatically does the embracement for us. So we're sieging down Bessarabia. I'm debating, should I destroy these walls to make it quicker? I don't think I really want to. The Ottomans are retreating. I can't really do about any of these, I can't do anything about these units in Iran. But Bessarabia will be mine in time. Looks like they just had a food shortage. And once again, we're taking out more loans, which I don't like to do. Alright, you guys are almost prepped and ready to go. And like I said, all of these units are probably going to smash down the gates of Constantinople. Or, I mean, if we even can. We currently have... I wish it would tell us the war... Yes, here it is. We only have 19% war participation, but it feels like we have a lot more. Once we take down Bessarabia and take their capital, things should go in our favor. Our truce has expired. Everything is going according to plan. And unfortunately, things are just moving so slow because of our speed 3. I might move it on up now that we have the advantage. And still glancing around. I do want to just begin sieging down their capital. And let's do that now. I might even... I don't want to spend the military power if I don't need to. But Bessarabia is now ours. They should not be able to move on in by any means through Bessarabia. I'm wondering, do we have any mountains that would be easier to protect ourselves? Not really. They have one here. I could build a castle here, but I would much rather have a castle in Shirvan. I mean, actually, that's not a bad idea. Bad place to have a castle. Or it would be a lot... No, because then units could go through here. Alright, I'm thinking to myself, excuse me. Our truce with Chagatai has ended, which means Ming could attack us at any moment, which I don't like. You're going to swing here. You're going to swing down. And eventually, the idea, if we were to take Constantinople, their war exhaustion would rise substantially. And I'm fairly certain... You know what we could also do? Nah, I would have to unmothball these ships. I was going to send down these 70 units to basically, plunder their trade routes. I don't think it's really necessary. Naval officers are retiring. I've got 3 diplomats. Spain is being annihilated, so I guess I can begin improving relations. One thing that I wish would happen is I wish they would lose the province of Azov, maybe to, like, Crimea. And, you know what I could do is, I would like to build up my spy network and get Crimea to basically, try to take back this land. Rigorous researchers, let's go ahead and take all of this free technology points. Alright, let's actually try our best to build up our spy network. And I have no idea if we could somehow trigger Crimea to basically, try to revolt. But I would gladly assist them. We have 600 coin. We still need about another 1,000 to repay our loans. But the idea is obviously Austria's kicking butt, taking names. I don't think, once we have Constantinople, we should be able to set up a very nice perimeter. The Ottomans are losing just about every single battle, and we now have taken their capital. So you're going to go here, you're going to go there, you are going to go there. Infantry cost is now minus 10%. I'm hoping that, our wars here will lead us to Hungary getting some extra provinces, or getting the provinces back that were taken. Let's side with the burghers. And can we ask for any type of bonuses? Not really. I was going to ask for contributions or something along the like. Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have an awesome day. And I will see you in our next adventure.